I'm going to read chapter 11, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, by author Frank Baum. Even with eyes protected by the green spectacle, Dorothy and her friends were at first dazzled by the brilliance of the wonderful city. The streets were lined with beautiful houses, all built of the green marble, and studded everywhere with the sparkling emerald. They walked over a pavement of the same green marble, and where the blocks were joined together stood rows of emeralds that glowed with the glittering and brightness of the sun. The window panes were of the green glass. Even the sky above the city had a green tint when the layer of sun was green. There were many people, men, women, and children walking about. These were all dressed in green clothes and had been. They looked at Dorothy, her strangely assorted company with his wondering eye, and the children were languid and hid behind their mothers when they started writing, but no one spoke to them. When he shopped through in the street, Dorothy thought that everything in them was green. Green candy, green popcorn, or all fruit for sale, as well as green shoes, green hat, green clothes of all sorts. At one place, a man was selling greens to lemonade to and the children both eat Dorothy took to see that they paid for it with green pennies. And there seemed to be no horses, no animals of any kind. The man carried a thing around in a little green cart in which they pushed people in. Everyone seemed happy, content, and prosperous. The guardian of the gate led them through the street until they came to a big building exactly in the middle of the city, which was the palace or the great Oz. There was a soldier before the door, dressed in a green uniform, wearing a long green one. "You are strangers," said the guardian, regained him. They demanded to see the great Oz. "Step inside," answered the soldier, "and I carry your message." So they passed through the palace gate and were led into the big room with green carpet, lovely green furniture set with emeralds. The soldier made them to all wipe their feet upon a green mat before entering these rooms, and when they were seated, they said politely, "Please make yourselves comfortable while I go to the door of the throne rooms and tell all you are here." They had to wait a long time before the soldier returned. When at last he came back, Dorothy asked, "Have you seen Oz?" "Oh, no," returned the soldier, "I have never seen him. But I spoke to him as he sat behind his screen and gave him your message. He said he will grant you an audience if you so desire, but each one of you must enter his presence allowance to be unlimited but one each day. Therefore, as you must remain in the palace for several days, I will have you shown to rooms where you may rest in comfort after your journey." "Thank you," replied the girl. "That's very kind of us." The soldiers now blew upon a green whistle, and once the young girl dressed in a pretty green silk gown to enter the room. She had lovely green hair and green eyes, and she bowed low before Dorothy as she said, "Follow me, I will show you around." So Dorothy said goodbye to all her friends, except Toto, and taking the dog in her arms, followed the green girl through 7 passages of 3 flights of stairs, until they came to a room at the front of the palace. It was the sweetest little room in the world, with a soft, comfortable bed that had the seats of green silk and a green velvet counterpane. There was a tiny fountain in the middle of the room that shot a spray of green perfume into air that flowed back into a beautifully carved green marble basin. Beautiful green flowers stood in the windows, and there was a shelf with loads of little green books. When Dorothy had time to open these books, she found them full of the green pictures that made her laugh, and they were. And all of wore many green dresses made of silk, satin, velvet, and all of them fitted Dorothy exactly. "Make yourself perfectly at home," said the green girl, "and if you wish for anything, ring the bell, we'll send for you tomorrow." She left Dorothy alone and back to the others, and Jesus also little rooms, and each one of them found himself lodged in a very pleasant part of the palace. Of course, this politeness was wasted on the scarecrows, for when he found himself alone in his rooms, he stood in one spot, just within the doorway, to wait till morning. It did not last him to lie down. Then he could not close his eyes, so he remained all night staring at a little spider which was weaving itself in a corner of the room, just as if he were not one of the most wonderful rooms in the world. The little man lay down on his bed from force of habit, for he remembered when he was made of flesh, but not being able to sleep past the night, moving his joint up and down to make sure they kept in good shape. The lion would have preferred a better dried lives in the forest, did not like being shut up in the room, and he had too much sense to let this work in, so he sprang on the bed like a cat and then poured himself asleep in a minute. The next morning, after breakfast, the green maidens came to fetch Dorothy. She dressed her in one of the prettiest gown made of the green brown satin. Dorothy put on a green silk backbone and tied a green ribbon around Toto's neck, and they started for the throne room of the great oath. First, they came to a great hall, in which were many ladies and gentlemen of the court, all dressed in these people had nothing to talk to each other about. They always came to wait outside the throne every morning, although they were never permitted to see oaths. As Dorothy entered, they looked at her curiously, and one of them whispered, "Are you really going to look upon the face of Oz Terrible?" "Of course," answered yours, if he were son. "Oh, I never see you," said the soldiers who had taken message to Wizard, although he does not like to have people ask to see him. Indeed, at first he was angry and said I should send you back where you came from. Then he asked me what you look like, and I mentioned your silver shoes, and was said Dorothy. That's the signal. "I must go into the throne room," she opened a little door, and Dorothy walked boldly out through and found herself in a wonderful place. It was a big round room with a high arched roof, and the walls and ceiling and floor were covered with large emeralds set closely together. In the center of the roof was a great light as bright as the sun, and which made the emeralds sparkle in a wonderful manner. But what interested Dorothy the most was the big thrones of green and marble that stood in the middle of the rooms. It was shaped like a chair and sparkled with gems and did everything. In the center of the chair was an enormous head, without a body to support it or any arms and bed. There were no hairs upon this head, but it had eyes, a nose, and mouth. Was much shape. Dorothy gazed upon this in wonder, where the eyes turned slowly and looked at her sharply. Steadily they must move. Dorothy heard a voice saying, "I'm Oz, the great and terrible. Who are you, and why do you seek me?" And it was not such an awful voice as she had expected to come from the big head, so he took a hurry and answered, "I'm Dorothy, small and big, and I have come to use for her." The eyes looked at her for a full minute, then said the voice, "Where did you get the silver shoes?" "I got them from the wicked witches of the East, when my house fell on her and killed her," she replied. "Where did you get the mark upon your forehead?" continued the voice. "That is where the good witches of the North kissed me, and then she made me goodbye me, and then again." They had to look at her sharply, and they saw she was telling the truth. Then I was okay after this when it was wished to me. "Send me back to Kansas, where my aunt, and uncle, and are," she answered honestly. "I don't like your country, although it is beautiful. And I am sure the Aunt Ames will be dreadfully worried over my being so that." The eyes winked 3 times, and then they turned up the ceiling and then down to the floor around securely. They seemed to see every part of the rooms. At last they looked at Dorothy again. "Why should I do this for you?" asked Oz. "Because you are strong and weak, and because you are a great wizard, and I am only a little girl." "But you were strong enough to kill the wicked witch of the East," I said. "Oh, that just happened," returned Dorothy simply. "I couldn't help it." "Well," said the head, "I will give you my answer. You have no right to expect me to send you back, Kansas, unless you do something for me in return. In this country, everyone must pay for everything he gets. If you wish me to use my magic power to send you home again, you must do something to it. Help me and I will help you." "What must I do?" asked the girl. "Kill the wicked witches of the West." "Right now," exclaimed Dorothy, greatly surprised. "You kill the witch of the East, and you wear silver, which are a powerful charm. There is not about wicked witch left in all land. When you can tell she is that, I'll send you back to Kansas, not before." Dorothy began to weep. She was so much disappointed, and the eyes seemed again to look upon her in cheery as if the great old felt that she could have him if she could. I never killed anything very, she sobbed, even if I wanted. And how could I kill the wicked witch? If you, who are great and terrible, cannot kill yourself, how do you expect to that? I fell the head, but that is my answer, and until the wicked witch dies, you will not see your uncle enter again. Remember that the witch is wicked, turned the wicked, now ought to be cured. Now go and do not ask to see me again until you have done your task. So Dorothy left the throne room and went back where the lion and the scarecrow team had been waiting to hear the Oz. There is no hope for me, says a satellite, and Oz will send me home until I have killed the wicked witch of the West, that I can never do. I lied just 10 minutes 40. I'm going to read twice this chapter 11, the Emerald City of Oz. There you go, and then once I paid to upload this, let me see.